Community Forum is sponsored by the Easton Grange 196 and a friend of Yardley Wood Rink and the Easton Lions Club.
There's a storm across the valley, the clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on your shoulders. There's a truck out on the 4-lane, a mile or more away. The whining of his wheels just makes it colder.
Welcome to Community Forum. Today is October 22nd, 2025, and this is Community Forum, and I am your host, Priscilla Almquist-Olsen. And today, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to welcome Lucas and his mother, Makayla, at LeFebvre. Is that?
LeFebvre.
LeFebvre. Okay, get that French accent in there. So Lucas is a 10-year-old photographer. And you can see up front here is a photo, the one that I like the most. And although many of these photos are taken in Borderland and other places in Easton, this one is from
Leominster,
Massachusetts. But it's beautifully framed, and the whole picture is just beautiful. And it's just amazing. And this is a 10-year-old boy who is operating as an adult photographer. And anyway, it's such a pleasure to have him. And Lucas, we met at the end of the fall music festival, where you had all of your portraits and photos all displayed, all framed. And I found out about you because Ed Hands, who's our town historian, he came back with a wonderful toad. Was it a toad he bought?
Yeah, it was a toad or a frog, yeah.
It was a frog. Yes, it was a frog. Okay. Okay, so tell us, and Makayla, you are the doting mom, and you're very proud of your son.
Yes, I am. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, and you've been a great support.
We've tried. We encourage him to do what he wants so that way he can learn and succeed in what he'd like to do in life. And if he wants to try doing his photography and selling it, then we fully support him.
Great. And that's a good attitude by an Easton native.
Yes.
And what year did you graduate Oliver Ames?
2008.
And I understand your husband also was a classmate.
Yes,
We
were high school sweethearts.
You were? Okay, yes. I was going to say, no coincidence. All right. So, Lucas, tell me a little bit about your interest in photography. Where did it start? Or was it nature itself? Because what's the name of your business?
The name of my business is Nature Up Close. I wanted to do these pictures in the fall of 2020. In the fall of 2020, I wanted to start doing pictures because my Pepe gave me my first camera because I took one picture, I think, and he thought it was really good, and he said that I should do photography.
And so tell me, you were only 6 years old when your Pepe, which is French
Yes.
for grandpa, gave you a camera.
Yes.
And did he give you a camera because he thought that you would like it, or did he know that you would like it?
He knew that I would like it. I could tell.
And so the rest of it is history. So the last 4 years you've been out taking photos. And I noticed that you don't take people, you take nature, landscapes, and all kinds of natural animals and plants and trees and landscapes, right?
Yeah.
And what made you decide that that's what you wanted to do?
Well, most of my family plays disc golf, which is golf, but with like frisbees and stuff. And some of the courses that we played, for example, Borderland, they had very pretty things, and I was like, I want to take a picture of that. So that's basically when I was like, I'm going to start taking a lot of these.
Mm-hmm. And so it started out at Borderland with a family competition, and you saw all this wonderful nature around, and so you decided nature up close is going to be the name of your photography business.
Yeah.
So what? How do you frame a photo so beautifully?
So basically we just get a whole bunch of like random frames from, I don't know what it is, but like some of the frames really match them. I have one photo where it looks like it's reflecting off the water, and we did
the one that was showcased up at the town hall for the month of October.
Yes, and we chose a mirror frame for it because that's the one that fit the most. And for that one up there, I don't know why, but that wood type kind of just fits the shadow into sunny pond with the lavender.
Right.
Flower.
So your frames also require an artistic evaluation, right? So that wooded look in that beautiful framed photo that we have in front of us here the wooden frame matches the textures that are revealed in the photo, and beautifully, yeah. And I love those lavender flowers at the bottom.
Yeah.
And you captured that. So it goes from the bottom to the top, doesn't it?
Yeah. I took that when I was 8 years old, and I think that was the second time we ever went to that course. Or probably not second time. Maybe a lot of time more. I don't know how to say that word.
But that was Maple Hill, correct?
That was Maple Hill, yes. And that Maple Hill has this really big pond that stretches around the entire property. And on one of the holes, on hole 8, on one of the courses, I took that photo because it had this like really open, open part of the pond. And you had to shoot over the pond, actually. But, yeah, that's when I took that.
Great. So what kind of camera do you use?
I use a Nikon.
Mm-hmm.
That's the extent of your knowledge.
I use a Nikon, and the person that gave me that Nikon was my Pepe. Actually, on the same day that he said you should be a photographer because he had a spare, apparently.
So he obviously has an interest in photography too.
Yes, he was actually like the family photographer, and now I'm that because sadly he passed away.
Oh, he did pass away?
He
Oh,
did.
I'm so sorry.
A couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I believe.
And was this your husband's father?
It was my husband's grandfather.
Oh, grandfather.
Yep.
Right.
So he had my husband has a lot of grandparents and everything, so we ended up recycling some names, so he ended up being Pepe.
Yeah.
Papa. Pepe is Pepe.
Yeah. Papa. Yeah.
Papa.
So Makayla, what's the journey that your son has been going through? What has it meant for you, and what have you gained from it? What sorts of experiences have you had?
So this has been a very interesting journey with Lucas. He just recently started to wanting to sell his photos and expand and share his art with the rest of us. We've had several pieces hung up in our house for a number of years, and we decided recently to start selling them because a coworker of mine was helping coordinate a festival for a sonnet. They do a strawberry festival, and she had mentioned it to us, and she had come over and seen some of my son's photos and said he should sell some.
I think that was during maybe April or May.
Yep.
And that's when we first started selling these.
Yep. So it's been a real interesting journey watching him grow and decide that that's what he wanted to do. He's like, yeah, we'll try it out. So we jumped ahead and we did it, and then we just kept going from there. And
well, you've been so supportive. I mean, I was so impressed with the tent that you had and the way you set up all the photos, and it was just amazing. So you're a big support. Aren't you happy about that?
I am. I probably would not have decided to continue selling these photos without the encouragement of you.
Well, that is good. Yeah, we never pushed it on him. We made it his decision. So he was the one that wanted to decide to sell his photo. He picked out all of the photos that he wanted to do. There's quite a number of photos that we had to go through.
Was it like 500?
No, try 1,000.
1,000?
How many?
There was almost 2,000 or 3,000 photos that he had, that we narrowed it down to about 500 of them. And we originally started out with almost 500 or 600 prints.
Well, have you been demonstrating and exhibiting these photos at other places?
Yeah, we've done a few different fairs. There was another festival that we did up at the governor's estate. We did that one.
300-year event.
Yep, and we did the sonnet.
Was that the block party, the 3
Yes,
years?
the block party, yep.
That's when the time
I didn't see you there.
Yep, we were up at the block party over in the crafters section. And we did the sonnet festival, and we did another festival. Why can't I remember that one?
It was the end of the
I could have sworn we did one more.
end of the summer.
And we have another one coming up too.
Yeah,
Oh, and where is that going to be?
It's the Jewelry City opening. It's a new disc golf course that's coming out at the end of October.
October 25th.
I don't know. Oh, that's in 4 days.
Yes, it is. It's Saturday. It's a fall festival in Attleboro, and part of the fall festival that they're doing is they're opening up a brand new disc golf course in Attleboro. So a lot of the disc golfers do know about it already. So we will be there selling his photos again.
Nice.
Yeah, that's been a park that we've been a huge supporter of. So,
Yeah, and you do have business cards so that people can take them and they can contact you later. And do you have a web page?
we just have a Facebook for right now, where where we just started getting into this in the middle of June, really, with him selling it. We weren't entirely sure if we would be doing a website, so we just have a Facebook right now that we're working with. We also have an email, which is natureupclose15@gmail.com.
And what about your Facebook?
It's also Nature Up Close.
Okay, Nature Up Close, and so people can see some of those 500 or more.
Yeah, about the 500 photos, and he doesn't edit them or anything. So like all the natural solar flares that you see in his photos, the cuts and things like that, those are almost all natural. He does do some cropping, but he doesn't do any color editing or anything like that with his photos.
Wow.
So it's all natural that he does. Yes.
Yeah. So, Lucas, what has been your biggest challenge, do you think?
Trying to get into the positions to take some of the photos.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Sometimes you have to stand on the rocks and
Yeah.
you have to.
I had to balance on a tree once. On a fallen down tree.
Yes.
Oh, okay. But you never fell down from a tree, did you?
No.
Not yet.
I had to climb into a river once though.
Yep. We have learned how to balance on river stones, so we can get some of those shots with the water flowing right at them.
And Borderland has a lot of places for you to shoot. Have you ever tried incorporating the mansion in your photos?
I did that for one of the 3,000 photos that we have. I know that for sure.
Yep, I think we did do that, and I think that may have been one of the early prints that we sold. We just hadn't reprinted it yet. But he's got quite a few photos. He typically doesn't use landmarks or anything like that. He loves just the all naturalness of nature. Even when we do go play disc golf, and he joins us because he doesn't always play.
Have you taken photos of Leach's Pond, Upper Leach and Lower Leach ponds in Borderland?
Yes,
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I mean, because that's the end of one of the, in the middle of one of the trails. And there's the stone summer house of the Ameses. And I think it was Scorsese who used that in his movie Shelter what?
Oh, Shutter Island?
Shutter Island, thank you. Sounds like
Yes.
Shelter. Yeah, Shutter Island, right. So it's getting notoriety, and it's going to get notoriety from Lucas LeFebvre if he takes that photo, right? And so, are you saving the money, or are you giving a percentage to your public relations manager over here?
Currently, he is.
Yeah, I'm saving my money since technically I have to pay back money for all the picture frames. But even after I pay back the money, I will still probably be saving up for anything that I see. Like
Okay,
if I
and
see something that's a
what
little
are you
money,
saving up for more photography equipment, or are you saving up for a college fund, or?
I'm saving up for something. I don't know what that something is at the moment. I haven't thought about what I would want to do if I ever pay back the money that I owe.
You'll get there.
I know I will.
Yeah.
I'm pretty close.
You are?
And so now you go to school and you have classmates, and they must know about your photography skills. And do you ever include any of your friends in your photos?
Well, actually, not many people know I do this except for like my close friends, because I feel like my other friends really wouldn't care too much about this. But other than that, like my close friends, I haven't included them, but they also don't do disc golf.
Now, here's the other thing. There are photography contests too, I'm sure. And maybe your mother could Google those and find them. And then you could submit for competition some of your photos.
Yeah, probably. But we haven't seen any of those yet.
And also, I know you're only 10 years old.
I just turned 10 like 2
Which
months
is
ago.
amazing. But have you thought about finding somebody who's a photographer and has been doing it for a long time and has a business, so that you could get some pointers, or maybe you could give that person some pointers?
Well, at some of the events that we've done, I've seen other photographers come into my booth and like explain what they do and give me tips on what I do, because that's what photographers do. They help each other out. So, yeah.
Are there associations, Makayla, that he could belong to?
There are a couple of them. We happened to meet a vendor at the End of Summer Festival who mentioned that one of their towns does like a child's business association.
Oh, yeah.
So we have been looking into a couple of those. Beginning of the school year, though, gets a little crazy.
Yeah. But what about a photography association?
I have not specifically looked into one of those yet. Like I said, we just kind of get started in June with all of this. So
We don't want to rush you, Lucas. And we don't want to interfere with your creative spirit to get out there. And now snow will be coming Does that bother you, or do you just welcome it and you're going to take fabulous photos?
Snow does not bother me. I have taken some photos with snow, but most of the time snow doesn't exist because it's too hot outside.
It's what?
It's sometimes too hot outside for snow to exist. So when it is cold outside and there is snow, I take some photos.
Right, and so you probably have a few of those, right, among the 3,000?
Yeah, probably. Somewhere in there.
He's got a couple of them, but like you said, snow's been a little lacking the last few years, so not a whole lot.
Yeah. And so Pepe was an inspiration for you too, wasn't he? And he probably was your best cheerleader and biggest fan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Papa was pretty good about that, huh?
And did he encourage you in ways of suggesting places for you to go and so forth? Or did he take you to any place?
So Papa ironically only took people.
Yeah.
He only took pictures of people.
But he did also have like nature in the background as well. He didn't really like tell me to go to any certain place, but he did like encourage me to do what I'm doing now.
Great. Well, that's what you need, isn't it? And of course, you have the encouragement of your parents, and I'm sure your older brother, he's 14. I'm sure he's pretty proud of you too.
He didn't even know I had this injury until like
That is
right
not
before I
true.
left.
He knew you had the interview. He was just worried about his homework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sure he's probably proud of me.
He is proud of you.
I'm sure he is.
inside.
And so, what do you think the future holds for you?
It's very unclear at the moment since we haven't done too many events. So,
Well, I'm talking about in the long run. Do you see yourself studying photography at college and getting a degree in that? And
I see myself doing a lot of different things for college. I haven't decided which one I want to do though.
because you can always have photography as an avocation rather than a vocation, meaning it can be your not a hobby, but an interest
Like
that you
my
pursue
second job.
in addition to something else, right? But I know photographers in town. One who is a gal who's 25, I think, and I've known her since she was born, and she went to school for photography, and she's got a thriving business. She does a lot of weddings, you know, and so forth. And I can get you in touch with her if you're interested. For example.
I don't know. I don't know what I want.
Well, anyway, I was just thinking about you could go and intern with a photographer on one of their shoots and get pointers, you know, about maybe technical things using your camera and other equipment and so forth. And you probably wouldn't get paid, but you would learn a lot.
I would learn a lot to get paid.
Yes, eventually.
Exactly.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a thought, and we have quite a number of photographers in town, and some that have been in business a long, long time. So that's something you should pursue. I'm sure your mother will take care of that for you. And so, what other interests do you have besides photography, Lucas?
I like a couple sports, and I like fantasy books. I don't really know anything else. I wasn't expecting this question.
Which sports do you like?
I like soccer, tennis, and I liked dodgeball. Yeah.
Fantasy books. Now we have an author from an Easton native who's been living in Sweden for about a dozen or more years, and he's been writing fantasy books in Swedish, and then he translates them And so there are several in English versions, and his name is Joe Davis. And I've had him, interviewed him in the past. So I will send you information on him and the books that you could order. Or you could just Google it on Amazon, Mom.
Yeah, that's true.
Joe Davis.
I will definitely do that.
Joseph Davis. Right.
I will definitely do that. You just finished, what, another book the other night, right?
Maybe.
Okay, so we have 5 minutes left, and so Makayla, mom extraordinaire, what do you think? Where do you think this can all lead for Lucas?
I'm sure it can be a wonderful career for him in the future if that's what he chooses to do. Maybe even fund his college going forward if that's what he chooses to do in the future.
Yeah, if that's what I choose to do with my money.
If it is what you choose to do with your money. I think it's just a great outlet for him, for his creativity to pursue, and it's helping him look at the small details in life and stop and appreciate everything that's going on around him, which has been great and something that we've highly encouraged him to do, because we challenge him to find the most unique things that he can when we're out on our nature walks and playing disc golf and such. So we'll find him sometimes tucked into tree trunks trying to get, the spider that's in there and all the spider webs and what have you.
I actually took a photo where I laid down in a tree, and this tree had 4 other sprouting trees in it. So I laid down in the middle of all of them, and there was a spider web in between them, and I did boom. And it was very cool.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And are there certain subjects that you like to, like math, science, English, social studies?
I love math.
You do. Well, then maybe engineering is in your future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or architecture. Architecture, of course, would combine your creative instincts and your math.
This is true.
Anyway, I'm sure that your future is going to be well watched by not just your parents and not just your grandparents, but all of your friends and all the people who buy your photos. So good luck. Congratulations on you're doing something that don't think I've ever met another 10-year-old who has done what you've done. It's quite amazing. And but you love it and you enjoy it and you're good at it. So just think how magnificent you're going to be in 10 more years.
Yeah.
If you're really great now.
Yeah, if I'm really good now, then maybe I could make a lot more money than I'm making at this moment.
So you have that entrepreneurial spirit, Lucas.
Yes.
Very
I'm
good.
trying to be as most positive as I can be
Yeah.
Great.
for my...
Well, your parents are proud of you, and I'm proud of you, and I'm amazed at your talent. And we're going to put up on the screen after this interview, which is ending soon, examples of his work. And this one that we have in front is my very favorite. And you can buy that for $150, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
It's just a beautiful picture. And all those real estate people who are out there staging, you might want to consider purchasing this when you stage your houses.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lucas LeFebvre
Yeah.
and Makayla
Thank you.
Harding LeFebvre. And
Yes.
she and her husband are going to be on my Growing Up in Easton show sometime in the future. So I look forward to that. And I look forward to watching you as you progress in your career as a photographer and as an architect or engineer or whatever.
Whatever I choose to be.
Whatever you choose to be. Great attitude, Lucas. And thank you for watching. This is Priscilla Almquist-Olsen bidding you farewell. Until next time, be well.